Up for a few rounds of Gwent?
You know, people don't have to say it. They can feel it.
What is up, guys? This is 0rfeus's. The Way of the Witcher is out, and boy, did it shake the game to its very roots. Some of those new cards already found their way into competitive decks, but one among them is just something else. Of course, you've already heard about it. Why? If that is the way it's supposed to be pronounced. This card makes a ton of points while not even being on board. And there are only few cards in the entire game that are able to deal with some of consume buffs that Y is able to give. Let's look at the deck.
This Y deck is all about playing and consuming Y over and over again with Oneiromancy, Royal Decree, Ihuarax, Naglfar, Matahari, Alzur's Double Cross, Whispering Hillock, Prince Willem, and of course one lucky mulligan. You can actually play Y 11 times in a match if the draw is favorable enough. It's quite often not the case, but in the end game your Y should always be worth at least 20 or 30 points. This deck has no removal cards whatsoever, because you don't need them. Your point output in every round of the match is simply too high for your opponent to cope with. So apart from the aforementioned drawing and playing cards, the rest of the cards in this deck are pretty much just some pretty cheap units with consume, like Desert Banshee, or Barkest, or Slizzard, or Barbegazi, of course, with the ultimate consumer being, of course, Kairan. And you can also use the leader's ability if needed. There are also some cards with Thrive support like Endrega Larva and Neckers, and even those can yield a lot of points, because you will proc the Thrive on them pretty much in every round. And same for hybrids. Before we jump into actual games, let's also talk briefly about some of the cards that represent the biggest threat, the biggest counter to a point slam deck like this. Apart from obvious dangers like Irden and several other Geralt cards, in the Way of the Witcher expansion at least one other was introduced that can give you a headache. It's Ivar. Yes, I did not buy him yet. Don't judge me, I don't have ore. Anyway, Ivar works a little like Regis, Higher Vampire. If you remember the card, it basically steals the buffs of a unit, so it actually hurts you twice. So beware these cards, but nobody is playing Regis, so just take care against Nilfgaard, because obviously one of the biggest threats is also this card Kahir. I actually considered adding Dimeritium Shekels to the deck just to deal with cards like Kahir, but I actually haven't faced him yet, so why bother? Other than that, this deck is an absolute beast of a deck, and it's also very easy to master. So if you wanna try something new, something different than whatever you played before, play this before they nerf this. Hey guys, how's it going? I'm sorry, still no new microphone. Forcing Ritual Skellige. Still new microphone. I ordered it like 3 weeks ago, and every day they keep saying it's gonna arrive the next day. I mean, I did what I could. Really, I tried, but what can a simple man do, am I right? So, this is not actually that bad. I don't feel like we need a hybrid and 2 Barbegazi and 2 Desert Banshees and Oneiromancy in its place. That's kinda nice. So, let me show you what this deck is capable of. I don't think actually the game, the Gwent, was ready for a release of a card like Y, because it's just too good without really putting much effort into the way you play. So I think you can get the picture. We will just prepare the ground for our Y here, and boy, it's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be a big one, this one.
Women, children, elders.
So, I'm gonna prepare a little more. And then I'm gonna play Y. At least 3 or 4 times in the first round, I think. It's a shame we got the blue coin, because on red coin this deck is just even better. Alright. So this is the first Y. We are playing this match. And just like that, Y is back in the deck, as you can see. And now she's 11. Now she is 11, but we are just getting started.
Very corpses.
Another uncraterator. So, in this case, let's play. He doesn't have Karate. Should I worry about putting all the Y points or consume points on one Lizard? I don't think I need to worry about that actually. So, and now she is 14 and we are 19 points ahead. This deck, I mean, I hope you don't blame me for playing a deck like this. I just wanted to show you what Morkvark, of course. I don't care. I'm just gonna boost something else. Or actually, I'm gonna boost the same Lizard, but one more time. Because we are ahead once again.
Look closely, kiddos, on thy courageous mother.
You know what? I'm gonna spend one charge. Because it just doesn't matter anymore. Sorry, a message just popped up. Now he's passing. He only spent his biggest counter to one boosted unit. I think we are going for the bleed here. Are we not? Give me Whispering Hillock, please. Of course not.
This dance, you will never forget.
What? Now she's at 20. And she's getting more beautiful by every death. Actually, I don't even care what he's playing. If he's playing like Ursine Ritual, the only faction I really should worry about at least a little is Nilfgaard. And yeah, there are quite a lot of Nilfgaards lately, but even with them, it's definitely winnable. So that was his second gutting slash. I wonder where the stunning blows are. It's just a Blood Eagle. With a blue boy. He's really trying his best. What? To destroy my consume units. I don't care, honestly. But we really need to play that Y next turn. He's doing his best. And I feel for you, my friend.
For the feeble of heart!
What, a raiding fleet? What, a raiding fleet without the ship? Alright then. Svalbard Totem is not gonna scare me. Not anymore. Let's play on Necromancy first. And now she is 26. And we are still not finished yet. But I think he is. We are 30 points ahead.
Into the fray, or I'll pay you myself, you cunts!
I'm gonna consume Y one more time in this turn. One more time.
Sometimes submission is a virtue.
I don't think he can destroy my Chiron, so I'll just save those charges for some reason. A 69 Chiron and a forfeit from my opponent. I mean, I didn't even really get started here and he forfeited the game, so this is just what this Y deck is. Let me show you another game. So, I hope we are going to see some new cards in this next game. It's a lockdown Nilfgaard. Well, this one can hurt, but at least I can show you that Y is capable of holding her ground, even against Nilfgaard. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still rank 2. I didn't have time to climb back to pro rank yet, but with this Y deck, I think it's just gonna be... It's gonna be pretty soon, I think. I don't need this much drive units. That's just ridiculous. Alright, let's play double Endrega Larvas then on first round. And I think there are gonna be at least 6s or 7s by the time we are done with the first round. He's playing Portal. It's the reworked one, so it's a new card in a way of speaking. Alright, for a minute there I thought the Roach was summoned by Portal, but of course it was only summoned by Portal being the gold card, so I got kinda bamboozled there, but I'm okay now. Thank you for asking. I'm gonna play some Desert Banshees next. Viper Witcher Adept. It's not gonna scare me, no. And we again, of course, we are blue coin. Every single game is blue coin. He's gonna destroy my Desert Banshee? Why? Why do bad things happen to good people? I think I know what is he playing now. He plays the reverse mill deck, which means he tries to put as many cards into your deck as possible. And he will play... I forgot the name of the card. It's like Keldar or something. On the... when he's got the last 2 cards in hand, and then those cards will boost themselves by the number of difference between my cards in deck and his cards in deck. So, of course, I'm kinda helping him with summoning Foglet. Actually, no, I'm not helping him, sorry. What? He's gonna play Cantarella now, I know it. And he put there an Oneromancy, so I'm just gonna draw that Oneromancy with Matahari, even though that means that our Y is getting weaker with every such move. You can play your Cantarella now. It's only an 8. 7 points of power and only an 8. It's such a good combo with Cantarella.
Focus on its movements. Quiet the noise in your head.
What? Viper Witcher only boosted himself by 3 points. That's a shame. So I guess on the top of my deck there's either a Necker or Hybrid. Nothing else it could be. Nothing else. He may have Vincent van Morlehem, so I'm just not gonna put that whale on my Barghest. Even though it doesn't seem like he's running poison or something.
Push on! No mercy!
He's playing Cynthia, yes, he's spawning another card on top of my deck. I can play that Ihuarax now. But I think he's gonna pass now, am I right? Because we are 23 points ahead, yes. He's passing, so we are in for another bleed, my friends. Yes. Here comes these pieces of uselessness. This is better. But I don't have any consume because of the lockdown, of course. I don't have any freaking consume. Should I just... I think I'm gonna summon one consume with Oneromancy, and it's gonna be Kairan or Barbegazi preferably, but I think it's gonna be Kairan. Of course, if he locks it, then I'm gonna be pissed. Oh yes.
You're dead. It's nothing personal.
Wait a minute, I could have, in case of like assassination, I really should have put the Chiron next to the hybrid. No, correct. Does this still work? Oh, I think it does. Oh, and yes, that's what I was talking about. Colgrim. And he's out of the way, so I think it's a victory. I think it's a victory, this one. Seriously, this card is really strong as well. One of the strongest additions to the game in Way of the Witcher expansion, I would say. It's really good, especially if you like double it with Leto, the Kingslayer, which can transform himself into any other card on board. Now we have a 14. That's a really poor Y there. Really poor.
No one can hide from me.
What? Hybrid. That I don't care about much. So, pretty soon his Skullgrim is gonna start to boost himself. So I think it's time to pass the second turn, am I right? I think it's time to pass. Gortur Gwent. Because, yeah, of course it's time to pass, because we don't have anything to consume the VI with. So it's time to pass. But I wonder if he's not gonna get into the last round with the card disadvantage. It may happen seriously. Because now he's 15 points ahead, but we've got, yeah. What? Of course, so not the card disadvantage, because Yennefer's invocation did the thing that does best, and that is to screw up the entire game. I need some consume, yes, Lizard. And the Guardian. What is that? Guardian. We have 7 cards more, but his Skullgrim is out of the way. And he can move a unit. He can move a unit from my graveyard to the top of my deck. I don't care about that much. And he's got my Barbagazi. What? He's passing? What? What does it mean? Like he's forfeiting? Because I can play, I can do anything. What is going on? Oh my god, so yeah, he forfeited the game. Anyway guys, this video was a really quick upload, so please don't judge it too strictly. I did what I could with a limited time. Anyways, I wanted to show you one of the new deck possibilities that is enabled by the latest Way of the Witcher expansion and this Y deck. I think last time I was actually talking about cards in the game of Gwent that stand out among the rest because you simply can build an entire deck just around them. And Y is definitely now one of those cards, and one of the most powerful ones at that. So this deck, that may seem like a troll deck at first sight, is actually ruling the meta right now. Funny, isn't it? So what do you guys think about Y? Is it a little too much? Is it not? Please let me know in the comments, and also please subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, thank you very, very much for watching. I mean it. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side with the next deck. Also, we are just a couple of hours away from the release of Cyberpunk, so let me know if you're gonna play. Have a great day.